Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I'm back on on our 11th talk today, man. 11 strong.
Yes,
Woo!
sir.
Listen, man, I've invited my brother Darnell. Listen, Darnell, what's up, man? How you doing?
Come on, man. You see how I'm doing. Creating that light, man. We twinning today. We represent, baby. I just don't have a hat, but I have one greater.
I know, right? Yes, sir.
Yes,
Listen, man.
sir.
Hey, we're ending strong, man. We coming out like this, man. Just knowing that, hey, at the end of the day, there's so much that can be done, man. You're such a resourceful guy, man. God's blessed you in such a great way. Tell our viewing audience a little bit about Darnell, man. Your journey, and take your time, share your journey. You're a multi-gifted guy.
Amen,
You're an
bro.
artist. You got music out there. I was listening. Let me drift off a minute. I think you shared a link on your page. Let me listen to this. And when I was listening, I was like, "No, man, that's what's up." I was like, and I think that was Ty. Ty
Yeah.
grew up with your wife, right? She was
Yes,
singing
sir.
background. I was like, I didn't know you were holding it down like that. And
Yeah,
so,
man.
Darnell, tell our viewers, man, Darnell Alexander.
Amen. Hey, I jumped in from straight out of high school to the United States Marine Corps. I
Yeah,
made a decision at a like early age. I was probably in a sophomore in high school, wasn't doing well, didn't really like going to school. I think we had such a similar background,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
You just really, I mean, I just be honest with y'all. I never even completed high school. I didn't
yeah,
get a
yeah,
GED or
yeah.
nothing,
Wow.
and,
Yeah,
and somehow I slid into the Marines.
yeah, yeah,
And the day I joined, the day that I literally had to sign paperwork,
yeah.
the recruiter rang my doorbell, and my parents didn't even know.
Uh-huh.
And when my mother went to the door and she saw the recruiter there, she was like, "May I help you?" And
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, I'm here to sign your son up." And she was like,
Uh-huh.
"What?" So she freaked out. It was starting wigging out, and my pops was like, "Let him go," you know. So so I signed up and I bounced, man. I left. I was living in St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised, and it was an experience, man, because I was the middle child of five children, two a younger brother, younger sister, older brother, older sister, and I was right in the middle, man. So I always felt like the black sheep.
I was the
But
middle too, bro. I'm in the
yeah,
middle.
so see that? That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was kind of like, man, I was started just rebelling a little bit, and just kind of running and gunning. But I want to tell you something, man. I know where we're going with this, so I looked up a little information. In Marine Corps boot camp is like 12 weeks long,
Yeah.
and on an average, we run or hump, meaning we hike
Uh-huh.
about 165 miles in that
Wow.
12-week period.
Wow. Yeah.
So now you're talking about young men, 18 years old, coming out of high school,
Yeah.
and they're rebellious in most cases.
Yeah.
And you start talking about running it was an average of 13.75 miles a week. So you're talking about now you're running, and so we have the ones that would be run drops. And man, the one thing I like that I'm hearing today about the Digi-thon and the 5K today is that you don't want to leave no man behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we always had the strongest runners circle back to pick up the run drops.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's okay to walk
Yeah.
because all the ones in boot camp that end up walking in the beginning, as we progressed and the process went forward and they were able to be built up in physical fitness,
Yeah.
everybody ran as a unit in the end.
Wow.
So, man, we had over a year, and I started looking at that because that was just boot camp. Now, my first 4 years, I was an infantry Marine.
Mm-hmm.
So we were probably running for what I estimated up to like 700 to 1,000 miles a year.
Wow.
In the Marines, even just as infantry soldiers and infantry Marines. And man, I just wanted to say that, man. But I moved here to Texas about 11 years ago with my family. I've always just been a go-getter, man. I always like to, put things. I'm a visionary, put things together pretty well. God gives me the vision. I write it down, make it plain for those that follow behind me. They can see the vision and run with it.
Yep.
So, man, I've actually just as of recent been able to open up another vision I had, and I've been adding on to it. It's been going real well. If I look tired, it's probably because I am. Been out there working my first big contracts, and actually have two more to actually go bid on this week. So, man, it's been a great time, man. I think that this pandemic, they're calling it.
Yeah.
It was time. It was go time for me. When I saw that, I said, "You can't. It's time to go." When I see something else like that,
Yeah.
I was like, "It's time to get it now." I mean, the week might fall off, but the strong gonna survive, man. During these type of the periods, you know.
Isn't it interesting that though, in the midst of it all, in spite of all that's happening, someone's still gonna progress in a
Mm-hmm.
pandemic. In a
Yeah.
pandemic, somebody's still gonna progress. Somebody's
Oh
still
yeah.
gonna somebody's gonna listen. I'm coming for mine.
Yes,
And
sir.
at some point, you got to take care of your body, right? How important
Yeah.
is listen? You were in the Marine. I mean, y'all understand. Listen, if your body gets affected, impacted on the journey, it affects the journey.
Yeah. No doubt.
Talk to us about it.
Man, oh my goodness, man! It was times that actually, even myself, I knew a lot of Marines that were impacted by being hurt through physical fitness, through training. Man, even myself, man. I mean, I've had it where I've had stitches, almost cut off a couple of toes on the on the journey through this life. Man, I actually, man, just to make it more transparent, I'm actually 100% disabled vet right now.
Wow.
And I have a lot of things. People look at your exterior and they don't know what's going on in your interior.
Yep.
And the thing is, man, you can't just go lift some weights and do some jumping jacks.
Yep.
You have to diet properly.
Yep.
It takes determination, and it takes a lot more than just saying I'm gonna lift weights or I'm gonna run a treadmill. There's more to it than that. It's a lifestyle, and man, it's. I'll be honest with you. I'm 52 years old, bro. It's the older I get, man, and still have to deal with life itself.
Look good, 52, brother.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll be 53 this year, bro. So I appreciate it. But I haven't been able to work out like that, man. So since I can't really work out, and I say that because we are raising 4 grandbabies. I do have a new business. I mean, it's a lot going on in life. So what I try to do is I just try to focus on making sure I take my vitamins. I take D3. I take different, supplements. And I also try to eat a little better, man. I don't eat as many Twinkies as I used to. So just staying focused on
were you a Twinkie dude?
Man, hey, man, along the path, I was a ding-dong dude and everything else. It depends on what year it was, I guess. But, man, at this point now, bro, I'm just at a level, man, where being this age, I know for a fact it's vitally important to watch your health. Yeah. I'm serious. You said something on one of the earlier broadcasts, and you were talking about your body letting you know.
Yeah.
And man, I'm a witness to that. I mean, I could be dead asleep, bro.
Yep.
And wake up feeling something in my body. And it's a lot of things that, that we have to look out for. You have to know your body and watch, man, what it's saying.
How have you, over the years, when it comes to you don't feel like it, but you lock in on that commitment? I mean, obviously, you're a very disciplined dude. I know you. I've been watching you. I've watched you. I came by Fat Wings, you know what I'm saying? And I was watching how you hustle, how you was making your stuff. And then I watched you with the process of talking about, hey, this is coming. And a lot of people don't know that there are people who say this is coming, it'll mean nothing.
Yeah.
But you're a different kind of dude. You're like, hey, listen, I'm putting in the work. And that's really, I think that you learned that in the Marine, that what you see on the front end, there's a lot of work being done on the back end. Discipline, that decision to execute even when you don't feel like it.
That's
How do you
true.
develop that?
Man, that is so true, Ricardo, man. You actually, when you hit it, it's really through your daily, how bad do you want it? And on top of that, who are you committed to? You have to commit yourself to certain people, man, when you're going through these journeys. And like, I look at my grandbabies now and I say, man, where am I going to be when I'm 70 and they're running around? Yeah. So when I commit my thoughts to that, I say, you know what? I have to do something now and make it a daily process. I have to make I have to create a legacy for them. I have to build for them. I have to do something for my wife. I'm looking at other people, man, and then I write down names of people that, I know, and I meditate on this stuff, man. But more than anything, it's by faith.
Yep.
And the discipline aspect, man, it's just about doing it daily, man. I know it's easy to just do it daily. A lot of people don't even want to start, but once you get started, find a way to just hone in on something that is gonna you're gonna be able to complete it. Say, even if you say, I can't lift weights right now, well, can you walk? Yep. If I can't walk, can I watch my diet? Yep. Hey, maybe I might start off eating an apple a day. I don't know, man. It's just gonna take that commitment, and that you gotta want to do it. It's just bottom line. You gotta want to do it.
You got to want to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We're representing the shirts today. You see that?
Hold on, man.
Boom. Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
All
right. There you go.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Eyes a little shiny. Hey, man. Eyes a little heavy, man. I was up there. Hey, when I was up there in Dallas today working, I was doing something I didn't want to do. And what I found that sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do to get to where you want to go.
Yes.
And I didn't want to. I could have easily made some phone calls and said, hey, I got a job for you. Come over here. I got a couple of $100 you can make right now. But, man, sometimes it takes you to do it. Yeah. And I know, like yourself, man, ain't nobody going to push you out the bed in the morning.
Come on.
You got to get up because you want to get up. It's a process. It's something that I'm seeking, and I have to get to it. My body, man, it's by faith. When God shows me a vision, I feel like if I don't operate and try to focus on that vision to see it to fruition, then I'm definitely in disobedience.
Yeah.
Because I know God, I'm not just coming up with a bright idea. I pray, I fast, I think about these things, and when God shows me something, I just believe it's a fact. I believe it's gonna happen.
Hey, the fact that you've gotten to that place now of accepting it, and you live long enough. You've lived long enough. Hey, man, I've tried him. Hey,
yeah.
You cannot do anything to have me to deny him because I've tried.
Right.
I know, and the truth is, there are people, Darnell, who don't realize that effective living is going to take work, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was at your location the other day when you did the grand opening, and I was like, man, this dude put in the work. He's been putting in the work, trying to get in this center. And then you were like, hey, listen, I got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Yeah, man.
Listen, man, God's going to bring it to you. But let's talk about that for a moment. Putting in the work necessary for getting what we say we want out of a year. Because the year is here, right?
Yes, sir.
First quarter is already gone. Now we're about to walk into the second quarter. But the reality of it is, hey, if you want something out of this year, you're going to have to get up and make it happen.
Yes, sir.
How important is putting in the work?
Hey, man, I look at the foundation. So basically, I got, and you said a lot of things. The Marine Corps has given me the discipline and also the structure to know how to line things up. So in the Marine Corps, you have units, you have squads, you have platoons, you have divisions, you have battalions. So I look at the structure of business and how things operate. So when I started looking at what I needed to get done, I relied on first somebody to see that runs delivery service and say, oh, he has a business. Yeah. But when I looked at it, I see that's part 1 of my unit. I need 3 more to add to this to make a squad. Yeah. So I think different than they think. So when they start saying, "Oh man, this guy now he got to clean it. What is he doing?" And people might look at that in their way, but they don't know it's always a plan, and it's a process that you got to follow the plan.
Yeah.
And no matter what people tell you along the way, you can't listen to the naysayers. You can't listen to everybody telling you. You can take constructive criticism, and you should. We should listen, and we should have iron sharpening iron. Deal with like-minded people. But if you have, and you know that it's a process to it, you have to line your process up. You have to write it out and keep it before you, knowing what's your next step. Yeah. God has shown me something, man. I'm at the point now. I said it the other day. I said the squad is complete. Now it's go time. Yep. So now I'm at another stage, man. I'm already now. People don't realize that it takes. They don't see what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when behind the scenes, they don't know that I have My company's all being bonded right now.
Yep. Yep.
My company's all insured right now.
Yep.
I'm making sure the foundation is sound to the point.
Yep.
It's like the chief
Yep.
cornerstone when he
Yep.
set that last piece in there and said
Yep.
it's a done deal. The
Yep.
foundation is ready. Let's start building on it.
Yep.
So now in the next couple of weeks or so, man, people, I'm already going out to bid. So next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing hiring announcements.
Yep.
But you got to know that your whole plan is already lined up. I don't want to go back and say I don't have something I needed on step 1 and I'm on step 10.
Yeah.
You know, so it's about the process, man. It's about staying in line with the process, keeping it before you every day, praying on it, fasting, seeking God's face on it, man, and just doing things in order, making sure it's done to completion. No procrastinating.
Man, listen, well, you said so much. I want to pull so much pieces out of what you just said. Let's go over to this element. We're about to approach next week Saturday that our 5K walk. And I got my good friend Jason Baston. He's in Canada. Jason, can you run? The question? I know you're getting up there in age. Me and Jason, but the same age. But I think Jason. I think it's showing on you a little bit more than me, brother. That's my brother right there, man.
Yes, sir.
Baston, can you run? Now here's the deal, Darnell. Next week we're doing this run. And we're encouraging people to come on out and do a run. I mean, just get out there now. River Legacy Park in Arlington, Texas. It's beautiful. Okay?
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful park. So I'm encouraging people, walk if you need to walk, run if you need to run, stroll if you need to stroll. Sometimes you just need to get out and get your head clear.
Show up.
You know? Hey, just get your head clear. And here's the deal. I like going to the park sometimes just to feed the goose and the little ducks.
Yeah, man, we've done that plenty of times.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah. Man, just to sit on the bench and look at nature, just to look around. We don't spend enough time stopping to enjoy what's around us, man. Yep. And we have to do that. We did that, man, on a regular basis. And it makes a difference in your life. Man, I want to say one thing about this next weekend because I've been on a run so much, and today I slowed down just for this. Now, normally I probably would be somewhere with my feet up about this time because I'm wiped out. But that's another thing about getting in shape as well. Make sure you're getting your rest when you know you have to. But seeing this, man, I'm actually coming out regardless. I'm actually coming out. I'm gonna as soon as my wife gets in with the babies, I'm gonna ask her, hey, let's go support this. I feel really good about just being in the midst of the right people at the right time for the right cause. And man, even if I'm not running, bro, I can run if I want my shins to crack open and my knees to start popping. But hey, man, I might just walk through it with the babies, you know. I'm coming out, so I'm gonna see who all wants to come. I'm gonna bring my boys.
Yeah, hey, they will love it, man.
Yeah, we got to come out, bro. I'm shutting my shop down that day. I'll be out there at least at 8. I'll be out there, bro.
Yeah.
And man, on top of that, man, I feel like if whoever's watching this today, please realize this ain't just something that we came up with or Effective Living came up with just to say, let's go do something. This is a cause, man. I've been to so many different countries, and I've been in the worst areas of these countries. I've been to the Philippines, and I lived in Japan for over a year. I've been to Korea. I've been to some of the worst. I've been to Africa, man, and I've seen kids that don't have shoes. I've seen kids that's walking around, feet look like tar, man. And hey, bro, this is what it's about. And man, when they say give, man, that's what it's about, man, giving. And I want to definitely say this openly. Let me know you're back in, because if it's not covered, when we get off this line today, it will be covered. Because I'm going to make sure that I'm covered whatever I can to wrap it up, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. You know, when you bring the family out there next week, man, listen, I saw a picture you guys did when you all did the jump. Hey, listen, that one right there, that's the magazine cover, right? But you said something else. You talked about, man, the travel experience and seeing what's happening around the world. Before you do that, I have two of my brothers on. Pastor Brother Claire is telling Jason Baston, Pastor Jason Baston, and this is Pastor Brother Claire is in the Bahamas, and Pastor Jason Baston is in Canada. Now we're in Dallas. I called out Jason Baston because I told him, you know, he's getting up there in age. But Pastor Claire, you ain't too far either, brother. We all getting up there. And listen, you ever thought about it, Darnell, man? How the fact that we're like our parents now in age is like we're the grown folks now. Like you know, like you said, man, I got some grandkids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
that's amazing, man. And so Pastor Brother Claire, that's my brother, man, real close guy in the Bahamas. Jason Basin in the Bahamas. These are all men of God, phenomenal dudes. Who
Amen.
Jason Basin said 48 this year. That well, you get look at him, 48. That ain't no age.
He's still a youngster.
He's still a youngster. What did you say? 51?
53 this year.
53 this year. 53
yes,
this year.
Sir.
Brad, what is your age this year? I think Pastor Brother Claire, Pastor Brad might be shy to say his age. He might be scared to say his age. Come on, Pastor Claire. Come on. Anyhow, man. Look, so Darnell, when you travel, a lot of people don't get the privilege of traveling. And that's one of the powerful things is when you get a chance to go around the world and you see what's happening around the world. And you realize, like when we say shoes for kids, that ain't no joke. You know, I grew up, man. I remember, man, we glued the shoes so much until it started to change the form of the shoes because that's super glue, you know?
Hey, bro, we grew up, man. Our shoes came from the grocery store out of the basket, bro. $5 for 3 pairs or something like that, man. I mean, come on, man. We didn't grow up like I never had any Chuck Taylors or nothing growing up. I had some Duck Taylors. I mean, they look like Chuck Taylors till you start running, and the bottom of the sole came off. Come on, man.
Man, so see that. Listen, I grew up in an environment. I know Jason. He said both of them are 48 this year. Man, listen,
nice.
Claire's 48 this year. Jason Basin 48 this year. I'm 46 this year.
Man, okay? Congratulations.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all could be my big brothers by far, okay? I just want y'all to know, by far. Anyhow, man, but Darnell, when I was growing up, I can remember that there were a time where you had shoes to go to school and you had shoes to go to school, but you didn't go outside in your regular shoes. It was sort of against the rule, especially when you were with limited means. Now, I've gotten to a place where I start to realize I have friends who got shoe closets.
Yeah, no doubt.
They got shoe.
You know I'm up on my shoe game, man. I hate to say it, but I mean I'm gonna keep it 100. I got a shoe game too, man. I got a gang of shoes. The thing is, man, I still when my grandbabies go out, they still have it. They don't wear certain shoes when they go out. Now all the shoes I do have, man, I put them back in a box. I put them back. And I keep them, but I also give them away as well. So I do. I don't just buy them and keep buying them. I stopped buying for a while because it's not that time.
You know? And it was not hardly anywhere else to go with them too.
Yeah.
But I saw you featuring two nice ones the other day. I was like, hey, but see, my problem is when you get a 14, it changes the look of the shoe. So you got to get a particular kind of shoe because everything don't look good at 14, man.
Yeah, you just got to know what to get. You know what to get though.
Yeah, it's been working on for me lately. I found the store. I found the spot. But hey, man, talk to our viewing audience, those who are watching. I just challenge them. We need 6 every 2 hours. So the last 2, we need 6 persons to go ahead and say, hey, listen, I'm going to help get these shoes to the Bahamas. I got the shoes. Yeah. The goal now is to ship them off to the Bahamas so we can make sure we distribute them to some kids. And so if you want to be a part of that, what we did was we checked it out, and it's 24 of you guys gave $30. Here's what it's going to do. It's going to allow us to be able to get those shoes to the Bahamas real easy. And I said that there are 3 different ways that you can actually help out with this initiative and help out with this help walk. 1, you can register for the walk. Okay, that's next week Saturday. 2, you can sponsor someone to go to the walk. Someone wants to go, but they can't afford it, and we want to make sure that they're able to. And 3, you can help us get these shoes to the Bahamas. Be it as it may, at the end of the day, ministry is my heart. First and foremost, ministry is my heart. And so when somebody says, hey, Miller, I want to come to the walk, you know what I want to do? I want them to come. But they say, hey, man, I can't afford the $30. Now, majority of the money is going towards making sure that we get the resources necessary to host the walk and then get this stuff to the Bahamas. I need your support. And so,
Yeah.
to Darnell, just if you can, a walk like this, family involvement, a walk like this, a good time to rest, a walk like this is a good time to reflect. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Man, I feel so, and I can imagine the park as you're talking about it, real serene and just
Yep.
nice. We've been having great weather.
Weather.
Man, I feel like even so, it's not just about giving a $30
Yep.
donation.
Yep.
The bottom line gets to the point, and I just thought about that while you were saying what you were
Yep.
saying. I
Yep.
felt it in my heart that even so, I want to give what I can give, and preferably to help somebody who can't come
Can't.
out
Yep.
that wants to come out.
Yep.
Also, I wanted to, to be effective enough. Like Esther said earlier, she said some people can give more than 30, so give it.
Yep.
And man, I'm just thankful for the people that are watching this that have a heartbeat to want to help children. Man, I've seen children that they don't have shoes. I mean, it's not because they don't want them; they don't have them.
Yeah.
And I've been in places, man, where it was so much poverty. I'm not gonna even name the places, but man, we've seen kids walk around, grown folks walk around barefoot, and that's their lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not because they wanted to, but man, we could all give something.
Yeah.
And I'm sure even outside of the realm of $30, get with somebody else. If you just want to give, but you only have 15, get with somebody that has 15 and y'all give together.
Yeah.
It's a great cause, a great benefit, and we just want to push. So if you're listening to this, please just feel it in your heart. I know you understand that people are going through, and we understand that you may even be going through, but give what you can.
Yeah.
And that's what I would say. Give what you can.
Thank you for sharing that. Let me ask. Let's shift on another Plato plan that I want to talk about. You're a business guy. You're strong in entrepreneurship, man. Your passion for entrepreneurship is solid. I was talking to a lady. I was interviewing her earlier this week, and she said, "Man, entrepreneurship is not for the weak."
Man.
Could you elaborate on that and
Yeah.
your view on it?
I mean, you guys, I say this a lot. I don't talk to a lot of people, but when I think about things, I think about all these social media gurus out there today that's telling you how to become a multimillionaire if you read their 10-step book. Not so true when it comes to being an entrepreneur. You're actually putting what you have as far as your finances into what you believe is going to carry your family and help your family get to certain levels, or whatever the case may be. It's not quite that simple, guys. You're going to go through some hardship. It's going to be so many lonely days that you don't have anybody that you feel relates to what you're dealing with. It's going to be times that you're trying to figure out, how am I going to pay the bills? This is along the path of starting your business. You haven't even started making money yet. You trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay my bills so I can make some money. You go through so many different things, but man, you can't look at those oppositions. You have to keep looking towards the hill from which cometh your help. If you had a solid foundation going in and you trusted God going in, trust him all the way through the process. And every time, man, God has showed himself so worthy and so faithful in my life. And regardless, man, we push. We just keep pushing. We keep fighting, and we keep striving, man, regardless. It's all about being strong about your faith first, and then believing your process. Believing your process.
Believing in the process. While we're doing this interview, guys, we're talking to Darnell. This is an entrepreneur who has a passion and a commitment to scaling a concept that he believes that it's a vision, and it's been from the start, from capturing the logo and structuring the whole dynamics on the phases of where you're going to take this business. A lot of people don't get it when it comes to what it takes to win in business, Darnell. I want people to win, okay? Effective living is built around 5 modules, and that is faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. Well, here's the deal. When you're committed to doing what you do, you can get all of that, but then there's this, how do I balance this whole dynamics of showing up every day and getting all of this while life is trying to be all busy and there's just so many different things. And so that's the reason why I tell people, enjoy the journey, but
Yeah.
you have to be intentional. You have to be
Right.
intentional. I heard you said it a little bit earlier. I know how when I beat, I stop. I put my
Yeah.
foot up and I rest.
Yeah. Hey man, one thing I was thinking, and I know you deal with this a lot because I've heard you talk about it. Time management.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah.
one of the most important things I've been finding lately. Our time is valuable, and time is more valuable than money. So when today, while I was up there thinking about, I'm calculating things. I said I'm gonna just stay here for 2 hours and work real hard, get this thing knocked down, and then come back Monday and wrap it up. So my time management, because I was thinking, man, it's a certain day, the weekend. My
Yeah.
wife's running around with 4 babies trying to handle that. I should be helping her out. But man, time management, man, just being able to focus on your time and being that your time is so valuable. That's one thing you really want to focus on when you're doing whatever you're doing to become that entrepreneur you want to be.
Well, I teach. You're connecting exactly with what I teach, man. And
Yeah.
that is that, hey, time wasted is time you'll never have again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, time wasted is time you'll never have again. Man, I'm a strong believer. Pay attention to those seconds, your minutes, those hours, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Time doesn't, hey, listen, you don't get it
Mm.
back.
No, sir.
Okay, you don't get it back.
No,
You don't
sir.
get it back, and so you're
Mm-mm.
right on it, man. You're right on it. Hey, tell our viewing audience a little bit about your business currently, what your services you're offering right now. We got people here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, business people who may be able to tap in and
Sure, sure.
capitalize
What?
on the services you offer.
Yes, sir. Well, you know what? My business is called Vet Runs, and it's a spinoff of Veterans. So it's Vet Runs LLC. Now, I've actually put 3 different entities under that LLC, which offer cleaning services, full commercial cleaning, no residential. We do make readies and clean outs. We have a full line along with that cleaning service. We do disinfectant, sanitizing. Along with that, we have a now just added a full line landscaping, commercial only.
Wow.
We deal with the Global Supply Solution. I have a storefront at 1900 Ocean Drive, Suite 144 in Mesquite, Texas, and also have a delivery service that I'm gonna backdoor later. So I started with the delivery service. I ran that for 2 years, and I kind of let that suppress itself on just on paper. It's just on paper right now, but I'm gonna come back to that when the time is right. So if you have a need for like any type of service in commercial cleaning, um, commercial landscaping, then give us a call. Give us a call and check us out online, vetruns.com, vetruns.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is an entrepreneur, man, and I love the fact that I saw you just join the chambers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You gotta. Hey, eagle fly with eagles, right?
Yeah, man. You got to get the right connects, the right networking. Started a networking group as well because I had something sitting on the table since 2005 that I wanted to do, and the time was right. So I just put it out as United Souls Unto God. Is like the USMC, United States Marine Corps.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
USUG, United Souls Unto God.
Yep.
With weapons in the hands of God, just bringing like-minded people together, just no cost. Nothing, out of your pocket. We're just coming, iron sharpening iron, helping each other move forward in business.
Yeah. What weapons in the hands
Of God.
of God? Did y'all hear that right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pastor Claire, did you hear that in the Bahamas? Jason Baston.
Yes, sir.
Weapons in the hands of God. Oh my goodness. This is good stuff. Hey guys, once again, we're talking about our 5K run. It's
Yeah.
happening next week right here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, guys. You can be a part of this, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yes,
Now here's the
sir.
deal. I'm encouraging you to bring your family out. Okay,
Yeah, no doubt.
bring your friends. You say, hey, let's go do this walk with Miller. Okay, I did this
Yes,
walk.
sir.
I did this in the Bahamas in 2016, I think it was. 2016, I did a 5K in the Bahamas. And I wanted to do it again, but the holiday didn't fall. Y'all know about the holiday, Heroes Holiday, which used to be Columbus Holiday in the Bahamas. And so it fell on a Monday, and it was perfect. I did this 5K. and I always wanted to do a run, man. I always wanted to set it up to be an annual thing because I'm not a runner now, even though
Yeah.
I did complete a marathon, y'all.
There you go.
Ain't nobody can take that from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Listen,
no doubt.
Esther was cracking joke about my time, but the truth is I completed,
You completed it.
man.
Shame on you, Esther. Hey, man, I think the longest I ever ran in the Marines was like 25 miles.
Yep.
So just one shot, no nonstop,
Yep.
there and back. I mean, and yeah, we did an annual run every year of about what we're doing with this 5K, but it was just 3 miles. So my fastest time, I was in Naples, Italy. My fastest time ever in the Marine Corps on a 3 mile was 15 and some change.
Wow.
15 minutes and some
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's some
Can't do nothing like that now though. So I mean, don't even try it.
Hey, when I was preparing for the marathon, man, they said I think it was like 13.5 per mile the entire time. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
The minimum to do the whole thing per mile. And so when I was training to try to finish my marathon at a 12-minute mile per mile.
Nice.
But you know, they got dudes out there who preparing for the Boston. Them boys are finishing a mile in 3 minutes, man. 4 minutes.
Sir. Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Hey, listen to me. I'm 12 minutes. I'm training to be 12 minutes.
Hey, man, I'm done running. I jog though. How about that?
No, man. Listen, I'm training to bring myself to 12 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen, it was so crazy, right? When we were doing the marathon, when you got to the half marathon, the half boys turned this way. They turned this way when they reached half, and the full had to keep going, right? I'm running, right? I'm running. And I hit where the half wasn't seeing the half go. You can't change your mind now because your ticket says full. So if you try to turn, you're gonna be this dude ain't finishing, right? So I realized I gotta finish. So anyhow, so I'm going up to go do the whole deal. And here's the deal. When I was doing half, they had guys coming back, beating for the people who turned for the half, they were beating the half.
Oh.
And they was doing the full.
Man.
Woo.
Man.
And I'm talking about there were different ages out there. There were people out there, I mean, at different age, still going strong. And then there was one dude, I sort of wanted to laugh at him because at the beginning, he was like an older dude, right? But he's almost looked like, Pops, why you over here, man? You're going to hurt yourself, right? Let me tell you something. He had a limp, and he had a little bop with the limp. And he's a little old dude, but you can see he's a little cool dude too, right? And and let me tell you something. He figured that whole thing. Do you know he finished? Not only did he finish, he knew his pace.
Wow.
It wasn't the coolest bump. He didn't look like the most fashionable, but he knew himself and how to run a marathon, and he completed it, man.
Man, that's sweet, sweet.
Hey, let's talk about faith, man. You are a guy unapologetic about making sure, because you know my whole thing is about faith, finance, family, fitness, and fun, right? Faith is in there. You are unapologetic about the fact that you love the Lord.
Amen.
What kept you at that high, rich state of being entrepreneurial and a strong man of faith? Because sometimes, you know, when people got hustled from the professional side, some people, you know, all he into is business, which sometimes comes across like all he into is money. But you have kept a very strong position in being able to be a guy who loved God and also a strong guy for business.
Amen. You know what, man? The balance. You know, the Bible talk about not being so earthly minded that you know spiritually good and all those things, vice versa. I just kind of think balance, man. But putting God first. I mean, everything belongs to God, and the reality is this: if everything belongs to God, how can I say my business is not His, bro? I stopped looking at the you know, during this time, I believe people have come up, I mean, in this age with so many different concepts and they've derived different ways to do business that's not always so straight-laced or straightforward like people would try to have you think business is. You have to find what works, the niches that work for you in business. You can't just go with what they say, hey, read this book and you're gonna figure it out. You have to find out what works for you along the path that you're going. And I feel like what works for me, man, is me keeping God at the forefront of my business and not being afraid to let people know that I'm a Christian. I don't have to put a sign on or nothing like that.
Right.
We do it, let the fruit prove it, you know?
Yep.
And my fruit ain't gonna change, man. I mean, it shouldn't change. We are Christians.
Yep.
You know, so just keeping God there, right there in front of us.
I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Digi-thon. We're doing 12 hours, guys. 12 hours. This is the 11th hour. And we got one more round to go. We got Vito Patrick from the Bahamas joining me in a bit on our next live. But I have my brother, Darnell Alexander here. He's an entrepreneur. Man, listen, this guy's passion is genuine. Your music, okay? While we get ready to bring this in, I listen to your music. There are people, if they wanted to still find your music out, where can they find it, man?
Man, just go out and go to, I think one of the best places would be reverbnation.com. And they used to call me the THA representer, REPRESENTA. So I was the representative. I started off just kind of like being the person in charge of the label.
Okay.
And I started a label. We had a label called Triumph Records back in St. Louis. And man, I actually did songs opening up for Donnie McKirkland, and I was at Tent Revivals with Shirley Caesar, and man, I was rapping like crazy, bro. I released 7 CDs, man.
Yes. Oh, nice.
People don't even have a clue. Well, a lot of people do because my music was on radio and everything. But man, it was for the glory of God, man, and that's why I did it, man, and that's why I didn't try to pursue it for the sake of, hey, I want to make money being a rapper. That wasn't my goal.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And it was good stuff, man.
You can listen to that stuff from back when and still be like, what in the world? Yeah, so it's popping, man. There's some stuff out there for you. And it's got the word in it. It's got scriptures. You can ride along with it. It's not soft, man, because I'm not soft. You know, so it's some soldier music in there, you know. So real talk. So if you need something, just hit me up on Facebook. I got it all out there for free.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta send me no cash. It's out there.
It's there. Here's the deal, guys. On next week's Saturday, if you're in the Dallas area and you want to join us, come on, go to ricardomiller.com, register for the 5K run walk. It's going to be grand. Take care of your body. It's the vehicle that God's going to use to fulfill your assignment. Darnell, closing remarks, man.
One quick question. Is there a deadline for them to actually go out and get online to register?
We would love for people to register right up to Wednesday, man, trying to give us a chance to prep and prepare different things so that when we show up out there. So, hey, guys, register today as much as possible. This weekend will really help us out in the planning process. But really right up to Wednesday, we're going to be doing our registration. If we have to, right up to the park, we'll have to do some registration because we really want to make sure that this is a success. And that everybody have a good time when they show up out there at River Legacy.
Yeah. Well, last thing, man, I just want to say thank you for having me on and letting me just come on and hang out with you, bro. Yeah. It's always my pleasure. Effective living is a blessing in my life. You see, I got a couple of shirts, so I felt like this was the one today. So I took me a good hot shower and got all dressed. I even got on some cologne. But anyway, man, I just want to meet you guys out there. I want to, if I get a chance to see everybody out, because I will definitely be out. And hopefully my whole family, but I know I bring my boys at least. Yeah. And man, we're gonna come out and represent, man. I hope to see everybody out there and just have a great time, man. I might even set up a picnic. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Hey,
I don't know.
It's a great picnic environment, man. And at the end of the day, listen, somewhere along the line, we all gotta appreciate the fact that we will be given an opportunity to enjoy the journey. The truth is, we gotta decide to embrace it. Yeah, we gotta decide to embrace it. So once again, Darnell, thanks. I appreciate you, man. Let's do this, brother. Let's do this.
Hey, love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.